Bonjour! So we are in Starlight Shores for another renovation. I've never done a renovation in Starlight Shores. First, sorry, I've got a cold, but I really would like to start on that renovation, and I need to do the tour before I start on it. So I'm doing the tour right now, even though I'm so sorry for the croaky voice. So today's renovation makeover is a house that has been a bungalow that has been suggested by Alessandre. That's that comment here. I'm going to highlight the part because it's in French, so I'm going to highlight the part where it's about that house. That there were two houses that they suggested, but right now, today I'm going to do the bungalow. I'm thinking it's one over there. Let's check it out in Edit Town. Okay, so it's this one here, the Woods. So they are not the most popular family on the block, and they protest anything that would cause urban sprawl. The house, the size is not a standard one, so that's silly, but yeah. So Bungling Bungalow, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Okay, for a bungalow, isn't it? I'm thinking it might be now historic bungalows in LA, so I'm thinking it's inspired by that. Usually they have like shingle walls. So let's see. Bunker down in this spacious bungalow and make your Sims at home. With its large gathering places and a spacious porch, this house makes living comfortable and easy. The second floor ensures near panoramic views of your street. This historic, yes, it is an historic bungalow, yet rustic feeling house is perfect for a family with high class. Impress your friends with this one-of-a-kind find. So I'm going to take notes that because sometimes when you then tour the house, some of the features in the description, they don't fit what's in the house. I think it's going to be like craftsman vibe of the 1920s, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I'm not an expert in bungalows. I don't know where the family has gone to, because I made the mistake of hitting play before, and so they left the house. From the exterior like that, it does look like what I would think of a bungalow. Do they have a tree on that? Because they are now said to be tree lovers. I don't really see trees. I don't think it's on the lot, these two. So those are more bushes. And ooh, okay, that's a bit dangerous. There's a kid. So I think I'll fence it in. At least the backyard area, because, oh, do they have a view? They do. So maybe not a tall fence. I'll see what I can do. There are a lot of windows. That's cool. Okay. And so that there is a second floor. Oh, and a bird. All they're natural lovers. Oh, okay. Second bird. Okay, I'll keep them. Ooh, a gnome. I've seen it before. Oh, maybe they can... Okay. From what I've read, they would do rallies to protest. So maybe I'm going to go that way. Oh, there is a gnome with a sign. Well, that 3 of them. So maybe I can have one instead here. There's a garage. Okay, the recycle bin is there. Okay, perfect. Seeing the inside from the window here. So yeah, that's it's very flowery and colorful. And okay, they look also like second-hand items, like recycled items that have been like painted over. Even though this one looks a bit, I don't like when they do that. It looks rusty. That's not, it doesn't go with the house, because it looks like they have taken that from the bin and then they haven't really, fully recycled it. Oh, classy, this one outside. That's funny. I like it. And a back porch. Okay. Architecturally speaking, I don't think there is much to do for the outside. It's a very pretty bungalow, but I like that sort of trellis. over there. Let's have a look at the garage. You see, they don't have a car without bicycles. And there's kind of a working area over there. Okay, then first floor. What is there? Okay, ooh. Well, I understand the vibe, I think, that we're going for. It's not chic. Looks dirty. Everything looks dirty. Ooh. Okay, I got this one. This one, I don't see them. That's very modern. I like there are plants everywhere. I'm really not sure about the furniture, though. It's very colorful. Ooh, I like what they did with the rugs. Like there are different rugs. Ooh, spotting a bathroom over there. Oh, okay, there is a second bathroom here. Ooh, actually, I really like what they did with the bathroom. The color scheme is pretty cool. See, I would have gone with that style more here. I understand that one better for this house. I'm thinking built-in pieces of furniture, like built-in bookcases, archways, you know, like some woodwork that have been built with the house. So I'm thinking that's the bedrooms, or maybe access to the back porch, or, okay, so that's the access to the back porch through the kitchen. Well, I love the lamps. The lamps are fun. And this one is also all rusty here. Why though? This one is very expensive, I think. And this one is it? I think there is the same one in the, well, maybe not the frame, but yeah, there are twice the same painting. Okay, view from above, because I think this one is also very expensive. And I don't think it goes with the whole, I don't know. Like, I like that they're mismatching. The chairs are pretty cool, though it doesn't look that clean. Oh gosh, even the window is dirty. The kid's bedroom. And, oh, okay, different colors. That's cool. Like the idea. Yeah, that's dirty. I'm sorry. That's dirty and that's dirty. Okay, the dollhouse is adorable. Going to keep it. And the parents' ooh. Okay. Oh gosh. It's a bit much. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to go a bit more moody on that. I mean, like, I'm going to try and keep the vibe. I still really like the lamps here. I don't know if there are two similar ones, because this one looks a bit like the one in the kitchen or the bathroom. So the idea is the same, but if they're eco-friendly, I don't think it's a good idea to keep the tub. So maybe a shower instead? I'm not sure about the whole layout here. I'm going to have a look at the second floor. Okay, the second time for that painting too. So there is a third bathroom, and here is a shower. Oh, again? I have 3 times the same painting. Oh, I really like it. The easel, it's pretty. I didn't notice the wallpaper before. Mushrooms everywhere. And behind there is, oh, a small office. And so that's the view from there. Let's go overview mode. The garage over there. So here I'll have a little skip marker, I think. What's bothering me a bit about the house is the layout, mostly. It's a bit meandering, because you go like this. So here is a gathering place. And then over there, like that. So maybe I'm going to swap the bedrooms. This one has no business being that big. It's half empty. So I'm thinking that bedroom here, that one here, the kitchen over there. And in that case, I'm going to move the back porch here. So the door would be there. We're going to have like the whole living area over there, going from this here to there. Ooh, I need to move that bathroom then. I might do a shower room instead of having a toilet room. And this, oh, if I have the bedroom here, maybe this one can be the ensuite. Or maybe I have just a toilet here and a sink. And then here I'm going to have that upper floor a bit more open, like a loft area. I'll think a bit more about it, and I'm going to start on it pretty soon, so we'll see how it goes. So for this house, I really wanted to start with the layout, because I wanted to swap the living areas with the bedrooms, where the bedrooms were, and the ensuite also. So the thing I went with is that in the description it read that there were large gathering places, and it was a bit more difficult to link the living room that was in the front of the house to the dining and kitchen, which were in the back, but on the other side of the house. So even though everything was on the same floor, it was a bit meandering, but also that I don't think they would host people in the dining room where it was, and at the same time it's the access also to the backyard, to the back porch and to the backyard, and so it seemed more logical to me that everything would be on the same side of the house. Yeah, same thing for the lofted area, the upper floor. It's a bit more lofted now. So my idea was, if it were a public lot, a public building, and if it were like as it was before, the same layout as what before, I don't think the customers would go to the kitchen and the dining area, because they would consider that like the private, like the back shop or something. And same thing for the lofted area over there on the upper floor. My idea was to have it a bit more open, so that when they are hosting, like protest preparation meetings, they can wander from one room to another easily. So that was the idea. That's why I'm having all the gathering places around the same area, and then have more private rooms for the bedrooms and the 2 big bathrooms. So the half bathroom is near the staircase, and you might have seen it, but yeah, I added a swing set to the front porch, which I haven't changed much. I've just done another flooring, and so I've made the walls that are now shingle walls, and because again with the description it read that it was historic and rustic, so I went more craftsman style there, and also more green than yellow because of the family, but also because across the street the bungalow across the street is yellow, if I remember well. So I wanted something a bit different. And since the original color was a bit mustardy, so in between yellow and greenish yellow, I want green. So then meeting the family, and none of them have the tinkering trait, so they're not handy. So that gave me a better idea of how to furnish the house. I wanted to keep both the craftsman idea, so with built-in features like a few shelving units like that, and also the fact that they most likely have purchased most of the items are like second-hand, or something that they would have gotten at the flea market, but not dirty ones. Because it doesn't go with, they have quite a few paintings that were quite expensive. The house itself is rather well located, and also it's a neat one, so I don't think they would go with very rusty things there. They would have them, if they can't do it themselves, they would have them cleaned up or something. So at first I really wanted to have an idea of what the house might have looked like if they were not the owners, so that's why I went with the classic wooden features for the shelving units and stuff like that. And then I were thinking that what would fit better that household, and I went back to all those built-in parts from the framework and made it green. So it's going to be a bit later. And the other thing I went with is that one of them is not working. I think it's Stardust, the mom. And I was thinking that either parents could have taken crochet or knitting. And so that's why I have quite a few pieces where the textures I've chosen could be something that they were the one refurbishing the piece, like the sofa or the picture frame. So that's why there are some balls of yarn laying around here and there, and also quite a few pieces that I've chosen to use a texture as close as I could find to crochet or knitting. Well, a texture of fabric that looked like it was knitted. Yeah, so handmade, something like looked like a bit handmade. That was the main goal when I was trying to find the right texture. Then the kitchen and dining room, so both have relocated onto the other side of the house, so that there is a more open area when an open floor plan for the common rooms. For the common rooms, the gathering places. So I think I've added a dishwasher in the kitchen. So the family doesn't have the eco-friendly trait because it came with ambitions, not with showtime. So, but I went as if they had it because it's in their bio and the whole vibe of the house. So they do have a washing machine, but no dryer, and there is a clothesline in the back of the house. And what else wanted? Oh yeah, there were a lot of lamps all around the house, a bit everywhere. Some of them were similar, so I've just customized them a tiny bit. Usually I've toned down the colors. Same thing for the different chairs, but I've kept them, even though that's not very eco-friendly to have that many lamps everywhere. And the idea was, I tried to see why there were so many lamps, why did they need that much light everywhere. Brendan, the dad, is both a light sleeper and a coward, and so I added those two traits to the fact that maybe he wakes up during the night and then he needs some light or he's going to be scared. So I went with that, and I kept the idea of having lamps, different lamps a bit everywhere. And also it's frugal, so you got them at the flea market. Like they have different designs, or even if they are from the same person, the same store, they are not from the same set, so they are different anyway. So yeah, that was the idea I went with for the lamps. For the plants everywhere, that wasn't difficult because Stardust, the mom, she's got the green thumb trait, and she was also a vegetarian, and she loves the outdoor. Does she? I think she does. And she loves the outdoors, and so I also did a small gardening patch, in the backyard. A bit later, but yeah, so I went with that. And then August, with a kid, She's said to be an artist, but she doesn't have the trait. But still, I imagine that the easel was for her. So the easel is still in the painting. Easel is still in the, well, it was in the upstairs, I think. I've put it in the dining room because there was a small corner over there. I really like that type of house that usually has lots of little nooks and crannies here and there. So that's also something I went with. And yeah, so for her bedroom, I gave her like the drawing pad, and also so she has a small desk. It's not as big as the previous version of the bedroom, and I toned down again a bit the colors there. I think her favorite color might be, oh, is it blue or a cyan type of blue? But her bedroom, the walls were all a different color. So I kept that idea, but I went a bit more artistic. I don't know. One of the wall had like clouds on it, so it's like a blue sky with clouds painting on it, and I made like a small nook under the bed so that she can read, or you can imagine she can draw there. But you know, I think they are sitting on the floor to use the sketch pad. But yeah, so then the parents' bedroom, I wasn't sure either for the bed I could use there, but I went more modern for both beds. So for the parents and their daughter's bed, I went with something looking like more clean lines, but I wasn't sure about the texture to use there, because they are said to be like tree lovers, but is it against like their conviction to have wood frame bed? Because I don't know, would they have rather it be like recycled plastic maybe? So it might be that. Yeah, that's the sort of question I'm asking myself when I'm doing, like, I'm trying to have it fit the family that's there, so I'm taking into consideration their convictions, or what's said to be what they would like life to be for them. So I want them to be comfortable there. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I went with the right texture there. But yeah, so then the upper floor, it's a bit more open, a bit more lofted. And the idea was to have it as a meeting place for that protest, to prepare front protest, and to plan together. So at first, so there wasn't a TV on the lot, but I've added one there because I wanted something to grab their attention while they were sitting down there. So I hesitated a bit and almost hid it behind the big flag-like artwork, like the banner here on the wall, and so I almost hid it behind it. But then, yeah, it might be a bit surprising to have them stare at the. Oh, it could still be. I mean, well, it's upper. I haven't placed the banner at the same place, but it can be moved around. And then there is a small study area where I've put a couple of sleeping bags if some of the attendees at the meeting need to stay over, need to sleep over, because the protest starts very early in the morning and they are close to, I don't know, something like that. So they don't really have a spare bedroom, because I don't think they would keep a room just for that. But the study can be used as one with sleeping bags instead of beds. So yeah, it's a bit rough, but yeah, it's hardwood. No, it's not hardwood floor. I think I've put some carpet there, so it's a bit softer maybe. And then the backyard. So I've fenced it in and made a small garden area where it's more or less only. Yeah, I think the plants are all from university life. It seemed like a good fit for Stardust, who is the one who has the green thumb trait. And then I used the wedding arch as an archway to have like a buffer zone area in between the gate leading to the front of the house and also the garage door to the backyard. And in the backyard I've also put I think three different bins so that we can pretend they have like a compost area here. I think it goes also with the household there to have a compost bin. I've added that small decorative greenhouse like small item here because also a bird spawner in the garden in the backyard because there were like 2 decorative birds on the lot, so I was thinking that maybe they have a bird house, but there wasn't one, so this one is the pretend one. And that's about it for the backyard. I think I've kept the different that there is there are also gathering places there. So there is one around the fire pit and the other one is around the table and there is a grill. And then the garage, I haven't added anything for the car, so there is no parking space. I've added a pet bowl in case there is a pet visiting the lot. And I think that's about it for that house. Okay, so quick overview of the lot. Here we go. So the garage area over there, there is a door here leading to the backyard, a gate here leading to the backyard, and the back porch is now there. It used to be over there. So then front porch here with the swing set, and that hasn't changed the layout here, but inside, so the living room still there, and now this bathroom is way smaller. It's just that it's a half bathroom here, and the corridor is still there, but it leads to the 2 bedrooms. So one door here with ensuite bathroom here. So that's the shower here. So that's the same bathroom over there. I've kept the same style for the other bathroom that is also there. So instead of having the toilet in a separate room, having like a big shower stall instead. And then the second bedroom, the door is there, and that's for August. And then here the common areas are the living room, so still there. The dining room is now here instead of being there, and the kitchen is here instead of being there, with the back door there. And then here leading to the upper floor, let's zoom in, and the upper floor, so the staircase is there. There is a small bathroom there. I haven't changed it much, except that there is one more level because I've used constraint floor elevation to have it a bit higher and a bit more, you know, to divide more the study area, which is there, where there are 2 sleeping bags, meeting area, which is there. So that's it for this house and for this video. I'll see you in a next video. À bientôt.